Hi, today we're going to read the book, The Lucky Leopard. See the leopard? Let's see. Okay. Long, long ago in Africa, there lived a leopard. His name was Lengo, and he was the biggest, most beautiful leopard in the land. Let's have a look at him. Look, he's beautiful, huh? He's yellow with black stripes. Look at this, huh? The beautiful brown tree, and there's a bird up there, and the leaves. Let's see what happened to him. Not far from the leopard's home, there lived an old king. The king was very troubled because he could not sleep. He was so tired, but still the poor old king could not fall asleep. He called all the wise men in his kingdom to find the answer that would help him to fall asleep. Only one wise man had an answer. Let's look, the king, oh, he's looking miserable, he can't sleep. Huh? He's out in the jungle, and there's his wife, and there's the people, the wise people trying to help him, and there's a hut where they live, all the pretty colors. Let's see, only one had an eye. This wise man told him to cover himself with the skin of an animal, but it could not be just any animal. It had to be the skin of the biggest, most beautiful leopard in the land. With this skin covering him from head to toe, he would fall asleep immediately. And so the king sent his warriors to find the biggest, most beautiful leopard in the land. There he is. He's telling the king about this beautiful leopard, and if he covers himself altogether, he'll fall asleep. And that's the king is thinking, oh, because he really wants to fall asleep. And that's a wise man telling him. Okay, so off they go, the warriors. After 2 long days of searching, the warriors found a water hole. And what did they see on the other side? The biggest, most beautiful leopard they've ever seen. Let's have a look, huh? Look at the sky, it's so blue. Look at that. And the water is blue. That's where the animals come to get water. And here they are, and then they look across, and what do they see? The biggest, most beautiful leopard in the land. Let's see what they do. Okay. Quickly, one of the warriors grabs his assegai and threw it with all his might. It landed with a great thud next to Lengo's paw. Let's have a look. Okay, so one of the warriors, where's the warrior? There he is. He threw an assegai. It's like a sword that he threw. Okay? And it just right next to the leopard, it fell. It missed him, thank goodness. Huh? Let's see now. The chase began. Lengo leaping from tree to tree as fast as he could, but the warriors and their dogs were always just behind him. Look, he's running from tree to tree, and that person can climb trees. He's running in the trees, looking back, and he's worried because here comes the warriors and their dogs, and they're right behind him. Look at that, all green, isn't it beautiful? And there's the sun shining, and the beautiful green trees. Look at that, huh? And there's a leopard. Lengo, his name is. Eventually, Lengo managed to get away from the warriors and their dogs. The sun had gone and the night was dark. Exhausted and scared, poor Lengo sat high up on a rock and wondered what to do to save himself. So he got away, which is good, huh? And now he's sitting on this big brown rock, and he's thinking, how can I save myself, huh? And now it's dark, the sun is gone, and now what's that? There's the stars up in the sky. There's even a bat flying, huh? Oh, let's see what he does. Just at that moment, he heard the wild laughing of hyenas across the valley. Now, Lengo was not very fond of hyenas, but he knew that hyena was a clever creature, so he decided to ask him for help. Good thing, huh? So here he is, Lengo the leopard, he suddenly, what does he hear? A hyena's laughing. There's a hyena, and they're laughing there. And he says, okay, so his hyena's high on a hill. Look, the hill is green. Star, there's the moon. The moon is yellow. Look at the yellow stars and the blue sky, it's dark. Okay, so let's see what happens now. So he went to a hyena to seek his advice. And a hyena said, I've always wanted the king's sheep for my farm. And with your help, I'll get them. Follow me and do as I say. Off they went to the king's village, where they stole 5 of the king's woolless sheep and led them back to a hyena's sheep farm. A hyena then told Lengar to go and hide. So there we go. So the hyena is coming. There's Lengar, and they find 3 sheep. Look at the sheep, white with woolly sheep. White woolly sheep. And he takes them. A hyena's got a sheep farm, and he takes them down to his sheep farm. And then he says to Lengar, now go and hide. What does that mean? The next night, a hyena came to Lengar's hiding place, and there a hyena unrolled the most beautiful leopard skin before his eyes. Lengar was confused, but the hyena laughed and told Lengar how his wives had cut the wool off the sheep and had sewn and painted it to look like a leopard skin. How clever, huh? So there the hyena. So he said, what did his wife? He said his wife took all the wool off the sheep, can you see? And then what did she do? She painted it and made it look like a leopard skin. See? Look at that. How clever is that, huh? So, let's see what happens now. A hyena then called his friend the owls, who picked up the fake leopard skin and flew to the warriors, who were so exhausted from the chase that they were fast asleep. The owls then carefully laid the skin next to the sleeping men and flew away. See? There's the owl. See? He's taking the sheep, the fake leopard skin. They're both of them carrying it. And what did they do? They left it where the warriors were sleeping. They were fast asleep. The next morning, the warriors couldn't believe their luck. How the biggest, most beautiful leopard skin came to them, they did not know, but the exhausting search was over. So here's all the warriors. They wake up and they see the leopard skin, and they think, what? Look, here he is, and that's confusing. But they were so tired from the chase that they were just glad that the search was over. So what did they do? Back to the king's village they went, the biggest, most beautiful leopard skin in their arms. The king was overjoyed. He praised the warriors and rewarded them with a feast. Oh, how nice. So here they are bringing the fake leopard skin that nobody knows is fake, which is good, okay? They bring it there, the warriors, there's the 3 warriors, are bringing it to the king. And the king is so happy that he has a big feast for them, and here's the food. Bringing the big feast for them, he's so happy. Let's see what happens now. Then the king hurried off to his bedroom and covered himself from head to toe in the biggest, most beautiful leopard skin he had ever seen. Later that night, the king's snores could be heard miles and miles around. Isn't that interesting, okay? The king goes to his bedroom, he's lying on his mat, that's what he sleeps on, and he's got this fake leopard skin that he thinks is a leopard skin, and he covers himself with it, and he goes to sleep, and then people can hear him snoring for miles away. Oh, so the king fell asleep. That's good, huh? Yeah. Lengar sat high on a rock that night. When he heard the snores of the king, he took a deep breath and out, in and out, and he lay down to rest. How lucky he was, safe again in his big and beautiful spotted skin. Yeah, there is Lengar, the leopard, and he heard the king snoring, and he knew he was safe. So he just relaxed and rested on the big rock. And he thought, oh, he was so lucky that he still has his big and beautiful spotted skin. That's the end. So we know the leopard didn't have to get his skin away. So I'll speak to you next time. Bye.